And so it's a really thrilling world that we have to live in today. I mean, it's just I can't overemphasize the way that we need to lift our awareness to realize what a thrilling, adventure-filled world we live in today, and the adventures are just going to mushroom at a geometric rate. The amount of exciting things that which we have to participate in now and are going to begin to participate in the future are just going to mushroom, and it's just going to really take off in a way which we can't believe. And so we need to lift our eyes, like the psalmist says, lift up your eyes into the hills and realize what all the marvelous, realize, the beauty of that great mountain up there and everything, and lift up your eyes and realize how vast and big and everything. That's what he's trying to say, how vast and big this entire world is, and how beautiful it is, and how wonderful it is, and how many wonderful people they are. And we wouldn't even worry about somebody talking about a conspiracy or something like that, if our downfall or a fiasco, if we really realize how many great and wonderful people that there are actually around the world, and all the marvelous things that they're doing. That's one of the great benefits of YouTube, is that you can just, you can tune across there, you can just see people doing all kinds of marvelous, wonderful, good things. It never gets in the news or anything, but they're just doing all kinds of marvelous and wonderful things, and taking place in all kinds of marvelous activities, and providing all kinds of marvelous, great ideas to the world. And it's just you put all that together, and it's just a great, marvelous, and fabulous, exciting thing to really think about when you start looking at all that people are doing, and you're seeing it now. They were doing it, some of it before, but you didn't see it until we was able to have YouTube, where you were able to become aware through this and other social media of how much good things is actually going on around the world, and how much that outweighs all this other stuff. And so people will tune in the news, and they'll think, well, that's what's really going on. But that's not at all what's going on. That what they put on the news, there's so much more going on than that. Thousands and thousands of better things going on than what they ever report on the news. And so we need to be aware of that. And it's just a great and marvelous time to be alive. And if you're not just absolutely ecstatic and excited about the future, and absolutely ecstatic and excited about your life, and absolutely ecstatic about the world and where it's headed, and what all we got going on, then something needs to change in your awareness level, because it's everywhere to be seen. All you got to do is open your eyes and see it. And you can go into meditation, spend a few minutes a day in meditation, and ask Infinite Mind to reveal, and He'll reveal all these things to you in that form, and it's just as well as going on. And also, then you can spend time going on to YouTube and looking across and seeing all the wonderful, marvelous things that are going on there, where you can actually see it with your physical eyes. But Infinite Mind will show it to you within your inner being, if you just turn your mind to it. But it's just a marvelous world, and a marvelous, great thing, and I'm just so happy to be alive and to be a part of it. And so I'm going to really enjoy my breakfast this morning, and listening to Title Love like I always do. She looks like she's ready to go. That's a marvelous expression she has there, like she's just really going to lay it on us. Like I say, that was her first program that she did when she first became a host of her own show, which was a thrilling time for her, and a time when she began to put out all these wonderful thoughts. And I haven't listened to that program in a while, and so I thought I would go ahead and listen to that one this morning. And I'm going to have my marvelous breakfast that I have just fixed just exactly right, as I always do. Get my eggs fixed just right form and solidness, and get my pancakes all just cooked just exactly right, and all of that kind of stuff. It goes into helping you. You let Infinite Mind let you receive all kinds of these creative ideas, and that will just cause everything to come together just exactly right. And then you just rejoice about that. And you say, thank you, thank you, divine mind, infinite mind. Thank you, my source, for just helping me to bring all of these things together in perfect order so that I can just feel like I'm going to have a perfect day. Everything's just all laid out right. And I just thank him for giving me the ability to do all of that. And that helps to keep me excited and thrilled every day. And so I have that, and I'm going to have that breakfast with my coffee this morning and use this little My Joe. It's just a marvelous little thing to use, a little compact coffee maker, which is just real small. It's just a real small little thing, don't even take up any space at all. It don't weigh hardly a pound. You can. I got one that I can keep in the glove box, and one that I keep in my desk drawer, and one I keep in my office, and one I keep at my house, and just keep one in the bedroom, wherever. You just they're really inexpensive. You can go to Walmart and get them really inexpensive enough that you can buy 5 or 6 of them and just keep one everywhere. And they're just so nice and handy to use. All you got to do is just pour your cup of water up in there, hot water in there, and then pop that little your little Columbia roast. Is what I'm going to be drinking this morning. Just your little K-cup, whatever kind you have. This is a nice Columbia roast flavor that I'm going to drink this morning. And you just pop that down in there like that. Put it down in that thing there. Pop it through there. And then put that on the top of there, and it gets the hole in the top. And then you have it just runs through. And it keeps it pressed that way until you get ready until it just goes right into your cup. It doesn't punch the hole until you just got your cup right there, and then it goes right in your cup. So it keeps it fresh. And so I'm going to have that, listen to Tanya Love, have a marvelous day, enjoy my breakfast, and just continue to think about these wonderful thoughts, and let them mushroom across my mind, and then get my journals out like I always do, journal my thoughts and keep up with them that way. And just have a marvelous good time. It's just going to be a marvelous today, all day long, with the wonderful sunshine that is coming out and going to be shining all day long. And so we have every reason to be optimistic and thankful. And I'm going to just I'm going to get out my these journals to go right away and get started on them right away, and let them begin to remind me of everything that Infinite Mind has given me in the past. And I have I just have tons of them. I have them everywhere. I get these little journals, and I just keep up with everything. And then I have them everywhere, and copies of them and everything, in all places where I always have them handy. And always have, of course, the Tanya Love program is always handy, because I've got little portable computers and everything that I keep everywhere. And so it's a marvelous thing that we have all this kind of a world that we live in today. It's just a thrilling, exciting world. And so I think we need to just stop and spend some time being thankful to Infinite Mind for how marvelous He's made this world, and how many wonderful things like this we have. We just need to stop and be thankful. Thankful that you have a computer, that you can receive the internet, and you can receive YouTube, and be thankful that you have the ability to make your journals and all, and thankful that you have a nice house to live in, and nice food to eat and all that. Just stop and be thankful, and let that thrill you and let that excite you. So I'm going to let Tanya Love excite me a little bit more. If I can get any more excited, I'm so thrilled and all. I don't see how anything could add to it. But she manages to do it, though. I don't know how, but every time it seems like somehow or another, Infinite Mind leads me to just the right program that has just the right thought. And she always comes out with just the right thing, and just lifts me on up higher, and just keeps that ascension going. And I mean, I start out ascending, and then I turn her program on, and I just keep going on up, and just ascending more in consciousness and more excitement. And it always turns out to be just the right program. So I'm going to see this morning what she's going to do for me this morning. And so we'll get her going here, and I know this is going to be marvelous. It always is. Come on.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Tanya Love, and welcome to our brand new show. Today, I'm basically launching the very first show, and so honored to be here for all of you. We really welcome you to write in with any questions that you have, or call in if you have questions or comments that you'd like to share. And I'd like to introduce my angel behind the scenes, Amnon. So if you want to show them yourself, Amnon.
I can't show myself, not when we're on the air.
Oh,
It's not going to work, but I am here.
There he is. Well, he's going to be helping me so that I can just really offer all of you my presence and really stay in the now. And I tend to work best this way, just letting things flow through me. So if you have questions, just write them in. And if we're not able to answer all of your questions, don't get frustrated. Just keep trying, write in again, or I can try to answer them at the end of the show. And if we get enough questions, then I can just do another show to delve deeper into whatever it is that everybody's ready to understand. So
Yeah,
feel
just
free
keep
to
doing
write
them.
in and share your comments and share your questions, and we'll get to know each other. So basically, I would like to introduce myself and just explain how I even got here, because I felt like this would be a fun way to express some wisdom and help others understand that life can be really fun, it can be really playful, and everything that you're truly wishing for and desiring can just come to you. You don't really need to go chase it. You don't need to make it happen and go out there and try to spin your wheels all the time. So basically, a few weeks ago, I was synchronistically drawn to one of Lisa Transcendent's shows, and I saw that it was starting in a few minutes, so I got online and I watched her show live, and then I got, chatting with Julie during the show. And afterwards, she asked to chat with me. We kind of exchanged information, and she was just asking me questions, and we ended up Skyping. And she wanted to do an interview with me. So I was kind of like, okay, that sounds fun. And I ended up interviewing with her, I think it's been a week or two now. And it led to an opportunity to do this show. And I feel like it's so fun and synchronistic how this all came to be, because I was recently expressing to the universe that I was ready to expand and share this wisdom with many more people, and whoever was ready for it, that they would just be summoned to me. And then Amnon offered me this show. So thank you, Amnon, for listening. And it'll be very fun. This is going to be fun and very magical how this all flows. So the reason I share that is because I see people, a lot of clients that I assist, struggle a lot in their lives with feeling like there's not enough. They're in this scarcity consciousness, this lackful way of seeing things. And when we're in that consciousness, we tend to really try to go make things happen. We feel like we have to go prove ourselves. We have to earn it. We have to be worthy in some way. And it's very much in a go out there and do it, seize it kind of thing. And a lot of times I see people really causing harm to each other, even for that stimulation of ego where they feel like they have to do whatever it takes to get what they want. And there is another way. There is a totally fun, magical way that's available. And that's the way that I'm here to mirror to all of you, is that you can desire something and you can have a calling inside of you to share, but you really don't have to go out there and chase it down. You don't have to work so hard. A lot of that, I would say, conditioning in us comes from us being told very young that we need to work hard, that we're not quite worthy, that there's always someone better than us, and that we have to prove it or earn it in some way. And so that's the old way, and that old way pretty much sucks. And so I'll just say, I used to live in that world, and it was not very fun. And the new way that's being opened for us to embrace is a way of flowing, a way of trusting, and really tuning into your inner knowingness, your inner